Peace and love, family. Get right with the Most High and the Messiah. We're going to get into another one, man. How people are angry at how this country is headed. And I get it, man. I get it. But is it heading in a bad direction? Yes. Can you do anything to change it? Yes. Come together with like-minded people. Come together with people that's gonna have the same vision that you have, and that y'all can get together and make something happen. The reason why I don't let a lot of this stuff get to me is because whatever goes on outside of what I got going on doesn't bother me. Does it affect me? Yes or no? And one of my business ventures, when insurance goes up, diesel goes up, yeah, it affects me. But who pays for it? The consumer. Let's get into it.
Yeah, truth be told, they ain't ready for this heat. Peel the layers back on every fake facade. They building narratives, we see right through the fraud. I'm the signal cutting through the digital static. My feed is undisputed facts, my flow is cinematic. We expose the truth be told, yeah, the truth be told. Watch the algorithm break as we make it go viral.
We're gonna get into this one. Hey man, listen. People can complain about what's going on. You can. You can have your grievances and your frustrations. In order for things to change, you will have to make it happen. Not no politician, not no person on social media, not you saying your opinions or nothing like that is going to change things. You have to make the change. You have to stop supporting the system. You have to stop feeding the beast of debt and everything. You got to change that. Once you change that, then things will get better for you. Once you learn that, if you get with like-minded people, a lot of people like to talk. That's what it is. I'm not a talker. I'm a doer. All right? I'm a doer. I'll tell you why I'm a doer. Like I said in other videos, well, 2 videos, I reached out to some of these companies that sell products and stuff like that. They overcharging on these products. So I decided to get my own products made. So I could sell it to people for a lot cheaper than these companies are doing it. I reached out to them, not because they was high. I just was like, hey, can you give me a discount code and I promote your stuff for free and let the people that watch my videos get a discount? They're saying because of inflation and all that stuff and because certain duties and tariffs that they can't do that. So I bought my own to sell to people for way cheaper than what these people are doing because they're robbing people blind. And it's getting a little ridiculous, but let's get into it. Sorry for the long rant, but it gets annoying after a while, you know, that these people would just always want to, you know, just keep taking from people, man. Like, I'm a capitalist, but it's not, you don't have to suck people dry.
Okay, this one makes me mad as hell. And it shows our government doesn't give a shit about us. You know how we were all excited about Toyota showing this little $8,000 truck? It'd be a great little work truck or just a cheap transportation. Brand new truck for $8,000. That's what they run in China. And they were going to start selling them over here. And our Congress went out of its way to pass a bill and block any of these little trucks or vehicles from coming over here. And you know it's because our big auto industry here lobbied them, gave them some gifts, got them to vote their direction, But so now we don't get the benefit of having some cheap vehicles that with great gas mileage that work just as good as these $80,000 trucks. So now they just keep us in perpetual debt. So thank you, congressmen and your senators for keeping you in poverty and not allowing world trade. I don't get it.
I get it. I get it. Do you know why I get it? Because I know how the system works. Yeah, the Congress lobby for them, and they give the lobbyists what they wanted. But guess what? The more you're in debt, this is a detonation. The more you're in debt, the more the economy keeps going. That's a fact. If everybody has zero debt, the economy will collapse. Why? Because the banks, with the loans that they have on mortgages, cars, commercial real estate, credit cards, and all that. Yeah, it's a potential. It's a cycle that keeps the economy going. Nobody learned that yet? Of course they're going to do that. Of course they're going to take advantage of that. Of course they're going to abuse that. Because as soon as you stop, everything falls apart. Did you know that? Let's continue.
I applied for a job. They gave me the job, and I said to them, I do not want any tax or CPP deducted from my check. You guys pay me exactly what I'm owed. Okay? $40 an hour, 40 hours, pay me the $1,600. That's what I want. I'm not paying for a politician to take 10 months a year off and do absolutely nothing but ruin the economy and make other people's life absolute misery and then send the balance of the money to another country. I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying to work. You're only on the earth for a very, very short time, very, very short period, and you spending 80% of your time supporting someone else is absolutely asinine. And you know what? The government's only answer to people not wanting to work to pay tax is they're going to throw you in jail. I welcome that. I welcome going to jail. Are you kidding me? 3 meals a day, roof over my head, free clothes, there's a library I can read, there's online, there's video games. I don't know, that sounds like summer camp. That doesn't sound like jail or prison. That sounds like fun.
My father.
It sounds like fun until you realize that when they put you in the hole for doing something. When you realize you can't walk outside when you want to walk outside. Sound like fun. To each his own. You know what I mean? I don't blame them, though. I'll tell you that. I don't blame them one bit. But you're not paying politicians. The paycheck that they get is minuscule compared to what the lobbyist is giving them in the back end. The inside trading and all that. I don't think people pay attention. People are enriching themselves right now for being in office. Yeah. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That's the frustrating part. People doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Want to complain about being surveillanced? You can change that. You're not only being surveillanced by Flock, you're being surveillanced by your cell phones. You can change that. You can. I've changed it. I got this taped off because this is another company, but I got my own, with my own service. You can change things in your life. You just choose not to change it. You choosing not to change it. You choosing to stay in the same system that you're complaining about because you don't want to make a change. encrypted, right? You can change things. You choose not to change things. And then everybody want to do is just complain and not do nothing. A lot of these people that be on social media, what they call them, influencers, right? Influencers, all they do is talk, talk, talk. All people do on these YouTube and this TikTok thing and da-da, all they do is talk, 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 but nobody want to do nothing to help nobody get ahead or change the way that they was indoctrinated and change to show people like, hey, I've been doing this. Yeah, we've been doing it. We don't got to worry about flock because the place don't belong to us. It belongs to a trust. The trust name, I'm not going to tell you, but it's Mojo with no address. And the vehicles are registered. The insurance, paid for the year. You go to an insurance agency with a trust and you pay it all in cash and you don't use no credit cards or no debit cards. So they don't know who paid it. Because under the trust name. Your cell phones, where's the cell phone at? Hold on. You like using this? I got it. For business. I got it. But there's only so far they can go on my phone. There's only so far. This because of business, nothing else. Personal, right here. You can talk to anybody anywhere across the world, right here. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, but you don't want to change. People just want to complain. And then you try to give people solutions, but yet they still don't do it. They don't go about it. They scared for the change. You have to analog. People are worried about these vehicles with these sensors, with the eye sensors and all that stuff. This is analog. Okay? That's analog. So, and it's encrypted. Nobody can hear ya. Even if you have a chat, it's just y'all can listen to each other. Nobody can hear y'all. Nobody can track where this is at. Nobody can track this. Okay? The only person that can track it, if you get 2 or more radios and you do a dashboard and you the only person that can track it, nobody else because it has a built-in GPS in it. But nobody else can track it but you. People are trying to bring y'all resources, but y'all don't want to sit there and help the people that's really trying to do it. Y'all rather have people that give you fluff and all that stuff, and that's a fact.
Father-in-law is 93 years old. He'll be 94 soon. And he likes to talk about the years that he worked at a local plant manufacturer here in town as like his best years. That's all he wanted to do. That everybody wanted to work for this company. And the company, like a lot of companies, how it used to be, had pensions. He has been retired now from that company more years than he worked there, and he gets a pension check every single month. And he says that when he worked there in the 70s and 80s and all that, that if you called out sick and you had a sick day, the employer paid you more on that day because they assumed you had more expenses like doctor's visits and buying medicine. So I think those types of examples are really important to remember, that those pensions and unions and those benefits that were paid to employees because employers respected them as part of a thriving middle class, those protections don't exist anymore. And so when older generations say, well, just do what we did and you work hard and you pull yourself up and it doesn't exist anymore. But they had it. And isn't that nice?
Well, that's because people lobby Congress not to do that no more. That's why they made 401ks. Well, hedge funds is the ones that control your 401k. And people still put into a 401k instead of they taking their money and invested it themselves. That's participating in the system. You got to learn that if you want to change things, you can't participate in the system. But who am I? I'm just a person on social media that look at things and try to educate people and show people like, hey, there's a better way. But it's up to you to make the change. I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink it. It's up to you to make the change if you want to make the change. All right? Peace and love. I'll catch you on the next one. Man, listen. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. That's all I can tell you. Make sure you stock up on water and food. Make sure you have communication, not with a cell phone. This uses a cell phone tower and door, okay? The difference between this and the cell phone towers go, this will still work. That won't. This will hop around. So, peace and love, man. I'll catch you on the next one. Like I said, I got my own radios coming. Look out. Even the samples that I get, I'm probably going to give away, to be honest with y'all. Probably going to give them away anyway, the samples that I'm getting. So, stay tuned. And like I said, I'll catch you on the next one. All right? Stop complaining and do something. Not violence and nothing like that. Change. Stop listening to people that's not going to put money behind for you can get stuff that normally you're not going to be able to get because it's too expensive. All right? Peace and love. I'll catch you on the next one. And get right with the Messiah and the Most High.